Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Nigeria's minister urges the government to embrace cryptocurrencies after stringent bans. Nigeria's top minister wants the government to reconsider its stance on cryptocurrencies, and the government official wants the country's citizens to be able to key into the wave of cryptocurrencies taking over the world. And despite stringent bans by the country, Nigerians are among the biggest adopters of Bitcoin in Africa. And we also know that Ripple and Stellar are there as well. So Empower Oversight files action for SEC to comply with its FOIA request for documents. So many in the crypto community believe that there are major conflicts of interest where government employees and crypto assets are concerned. This became a burning hot issue during the SEC versus Ripple Labs lawsuit, especially when XRP community members claimed that the key SEC figures had connections with the Ethereum ecosystem. One moment. Wow, I had to take a sip of coffee. Not sure what happened. My throat just dried out really quick. So let's get back into the article here. And now an action filed by Empower Oversight whistleblowers and research wants the SEC to comply with the Freedom of Information Act to answer these exact questions. Sitting where there's a will, as the saying goes. Primarily, the report took note of William Hinman, the SEC's former director of the Division of Corporation Finance. Hinman was previously partner of Simpson, Thacher, and Bartlett LLP. Meanwhile, the filing cited news reports to claim Hinman reportedly continued to receive millions of dollars from Simpson Thacher while at the SEC. It then added Simpson Thacher is a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, an industry organization aiming to drive the use of Enterprise Ethereum. In a June 2018 speech in his official capacity as an SEC official, Hinman declared that the Ethereum cryptocurrency Ether was not a security. After his declaration, Ether's value rose significantly. The filing also pointed out former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton's case as a potential conflict of interest and claimed shortly after he left the SEC, Clayton joined One River Asset Management, a cryptocurrency hedge fund that focuses exclusively on Bitcoin and Ether. As the saying goes, there is a way. So as it began, where there's a will, there's a way. And you can see that it's continuing to get exposed, and it's pretty exciting to see even the Fox News guys come in on this, and it's pretty impressive to see, like, basically what I would consider mainstream news now picking up on this, what the XRP and Ripple community has been, or I should say Ripple and XRP community has been going through over the past few years with this lawsuit, which is basically manipulated the price and suppressed it magnificently, considering where it could be and where it would be and should be had it been able to run freely and do what it's designed to do. Because the banks, the institutions, the enterprise, they would have gotten on this and they would have already taken off like a lightning bolt. You know this, I know this, and so does everyone else, and maybe that's the reason they're hindering its freedom, so to speak, of where it can go and where it should be going. But I guess I think that's going to be coming to an end very, very soon. It's getting exposed forever. And even on my feed daily with, even Digital Asset Investor. And speaking of that, thanks for the shout out. Someone messaged me, but I wasn't able to see the video. But shout out, thanks, Digital Asset Investor, for I guess the shout out on your show. And also too, while I'm at it, I want to say thanks. I got a few messages this week also from the Bearable Bull. Thanks for the shout out on your show the past few days also. Much love to both of you guys. I think you guys have been a solid cornerstone in this XRP community. Also too, Ripple price analysis. XRP consolidates in a tight range. Is a big move incoming. XRP stopped the downtrend and is now consolidating in anticipation of another attempt to break the critical resistance. And if it's not manipulated between 2017, between December 12th and December 15th on different exchanges is where we started the launch on the 4-year cycle. It should be within the next few days if it's not manipulated and held down with intent, let's go that way, then it should be free to run and be like the rest of every single asset to basically make a new all-time high. As I was standing back in 2018, 2021 would be the next cycle, and every asset pretty much has made a new all-time high, except for XRP and XLM. XRP, around, different exchanges are going to have whatever. So basically between December 12th through 15th, somewhere in there, started moving into about January, it even goes to 12th through 18th, different timelines on exchanges. It peaked out at about $3.84. And if I'm not mistaken, XLM peaked out around 95 cents or so. So if it is not manipulated and held back and allowed to run like the rest of every asset this year, then I would expect to see at least a minimum 4x. That tends to be the cycle with assets making new all-time highs. I would expect to at least see that. If not, then we know it's absolutely manipulated in a major way beyond the obvious. So we'll see how this plays out. And guys, remember, this is not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. But before we go, I always want to leave you with a final thought. It is more difficult to stay on top than to get there. And another thing too, as they say, in that challenge, they say it's a challenge. Or I should say it's harder to make $0 to $100,000 than it is to go from 100,000 to $1 million. So this is the thought that comes to mind when I read this. It's more difficult to stay on top than to get there. If you're working hard, you can achieve it, but the difficult thing is to stay on top. As a lot of people, once they achieve their goal, they lose that focus, that drive, that ambition that it took to get there once they've achieved it. So stay focused, as they say, stay hungry no matter how much you eat. All right, guys, much love, and I hope all of you guys are having a great, I know we're going through these holidays, and basically have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and I want to say much love to our VIP on Patreon, Surfmeister, and to each and every one of you. This channel is here because of you, and I have nothing but love for all of you. Catch you in the next one.